to all. Today we are going to discuss a poem, fourth poem, Ulysses. Ulysses, it is written by Alfred Tennyson. Okay. Let us have an introduction of the poem. The poem Ulysses is a dramatic monologue that contains 17 lines of black verse. Black verse means dramatic monologue. Dramatic means they dramatize the poem. Monologue means the dialogue means two people will speak. Monologue means only one speaker will be there. The blank version means there won't be any rhyming scheme or rhyming word or anything else will be there. Each line consists of 10 syllables and it is called empiric pentameter. It means the first five syllable of the 5 syllable will be stressed and the remaining 5 syllable will be unstressed. So it is from the Ulysses is a name of a Greek hero. The Roman name of the Ulysses is Odysseus. Ulysses, the king of Ithaca, gathered his men together to prepare for the journey and exhort them not to waste their time on their life on the earth. Ulysses had grown old, having experienced many adventures at the Battle of Troy. The Troy is a place which is situated near the Turkey in the sea. After returning to Ithaca, he desired to embark upon his next voyage. His inquisitive spirit always looking forward to more and more such adventures. So he is a man, he like more adventurous in his life. So after returning to he is grown old and he have experienced many adventures at the Battle of Troy, the battle which is held near the Turkey, that is the Battle of Troy. This is the battle held in the sea. And after returning from Ithaca, his desires to embark upon the next journey. So his desire asked to go for the next voyage. He want to go to the next voyage. So the spirit looking forward and more such adventures. So he is looking forward for more adventures. He likes more adventures in his life. The poem can be divided into 3 parts. The first, the thirst of adventure, which does not allow Ulysses to remain in this kingdom as a merry ruler. So the first part, the poem was divided into 3. The first part is the thirst of adventurous. This is the thirst of seeking adventures. You have unquenchable thirst. Unquenchable na tirka mudiyada dagam. So you have a desire to have adventurous. At the beginning itself they had mentioned he was very much fond of adventuring. So the second one, Odysseus handling over responsibility to his son Telemachus with the total confidence in his ability. With the confidence in his ability, he had given the power to the son Telemachus. Ulysses' clarion called to the soldiers, urging him to venture into unknown land. So the third part, they are going to explore the unknown land with their spirit of adventurous. Let us discuss one by one. The first part, let us discuss about the first part at the beginning. Read the poem Ulysses by the Alfred Lord Tennyson, which speaks of an unquenchable thirst of the Greek hero Ulysses for the travel and exploring of the new vistas until death could overpower him. So till the end of their life, till the death, he have to go for the adventurers. Let us see what the adventurers he had faced in his life and what is the thing they had described by the author in this poem. It little profit that an idle king by this still hath among these barren crown, matched with his aged wife, I met and the dole, unequal loss undo to the savage race. So little profit that an idle king. He don't want him to be a lazy king, remain in his country by this and still hat means the fireplace. You don't want to sit idly near the fireplace among those barren crates. Among the mountain rivers are there is one fireplace. You don't want to waste his time by sitting simply in the fireplace. Unequal loss unto the savage race. So savage, it means the uncivilized people. The people will not behave in a brought up in a manner, good manner way. Say they are uncivilized. So matched with his aged wife I meet and dole. Meet means measured. Dole means giving. So he don't want to just to be an idle king in the country, and he don't want to give the give everything to the people. Unequal laws undo the savage race. Unequal laws undo the savage race means the unequal laws means according to the deeds of the person he want to measure the rewards or awards for the people. That is unequal law. According to their deeds, their action, what they did. If they did good, they have to give good. If they did bad, they have to give bad punishment or something else. So unequal laws undo the savage race. So the first 4 lines he was explained, he don't want to be a lazy king sitting still near the fireplace and enjoying the climate, the mountain and everything with his aged wife. Matched with his aged wife is he also aged and his wife also becoming aged, and he don't want to give the people the mute and toll. It means simply he don't want to measure and give the peoples what are the food grains they needed. Unequal laws undo the savage race. So according to the deeds of the people, he don't want to give anything to the savage race, uncivilized people, because the peoples are not brought in a good way. That hot and the sleep and feed and know not me, I cannot rest from travel. I will drink the life to the least. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those. So with HOARD, hot means the saving the grains which is given by the king. So what are the things which is given by the king? They are saving the things, and they are sleeping without doing any work. Sleeping and feed. They are eating and sleeping. And know not me. They don't know who is giving all these food grains or the who is providing the livelihood for them. Without doing that, simply they are saving the grains which is given by the king, and they are eating, and they are taking rest. I cannot rest from travel. He don't want to waste his life for the people, those who are savage race. So he don't want to make himself to be rest. I will drink the life to the least all the time I have enjoyed. I will drink the life to the least. Least means the last drop of the wine bottle, till you have to enjoy the wine till the last bottle, until the last drop of the wine. So he want to taste it completely. It means he have to live completely. It have a double meaning. So up to the end of his life he have to enjoy in travel. All the time I have enjoyed greatly and have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone on shore, and when those struggle drift the rainy hathats vex the dim sea. I am become a man named for always roaming with a hungry heart. So to whom he has travelled, he enjoyed with the person, those who love him, as well as he had travelled alone also. And how he had travelled on the shore. Shore means on the seashore, the land, and also he had travelled on the sky also. The Haddles means the constellations of the stars, and he is doing the rapid move on the sky also. So he had explained that he had travelled in the land, he travelled in the sky, as well as he travelled in the sea also. Vex the dim sea. It means normally it means upset. So he is travelling across the sea, across the air, and across the lands also. I am become a name. Wherever he go, he will create a fame and name to him. For always roaming with a hungry heart. How his heart is? It is very hungry. Hungry means not fussy. It means he have a passion for adventurous. He have a passion for adventurous. As the poet said here, the first part they had described about the thirst of the adventurous of the author. Much have I seen and known the cities of the men and the manner, the climate, council, government, myself not least, but honored of them all, and drank delight of the battle with my peer. For on the ringing plain of the windy Troy, I am the part of all that I have met. So much have I seen, known cities of the men. So throughout the world he had travelled, already I had told you. So much have I seen. What are the things he had seen? What are the things he known? The cities of the men, the manners, how they behave, the climate of the country, the councils, the ministers and the governments, all he know very well about the different part of their country. Myself not less, he is not least, he also equivalent to the people, those who were highly respected in the society, but honored of them all. So they all honored him, and drank delight of the battle with my peer. It means he himself had fought in the battle. Delight of battle means happily he was participate in the battle with his peer. Peer means with the same group of people. For on the ringing plain of the windy Troy, the far of the ringing plain of the windy Troy means the windy Troy. It means the soldiers, they will wear the dress with a metallic dresses. So when they had fought each other in the battle, what happened? When they attack each other, their sound will produce. That is on ringing plain of the windy Troy. So ஒரு போர் வீரர்கள் ஒரு இரும்பு அடைஞ்சிருப்பாங்கல்ல, அந்த ட்ரெஸ் ஒரு சண்டை போடும்போது மோதிக்கும் போது ஒரு சவுண்ட் ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆகும். அதான் என்னது? windy Troy. I am the part of all that I have met. So wherever he go, he become a part of that particular thing itself. So if he go to the battle, he will become a soldier. So wherever he go, he will become a part of it. So at all experience is an arching where through glim that untravelled world those margin fade forever and forever. When I move, how dull is it to pass, to make an end, to rest unburnished, not to shine in use, as though to breathe where life piled on life. So now first he had said all the adventures he has and how he had undergone the adventures. Now at all the experience is an arching where through. So what are the experience he got? That all arching, அது வந்து இந்த மலை மாதிரி குமிஞ்சி இருக்குது. Is all the experience, you know, he have the knowledge. Glim that untravelled world those margin fade. It means the land where he had not traveled, unexplored, adventurous, those margin fades. It means they are அந்த untravelled அந்த பார்டர்லாம் எப்படி தெரியுதா? It's never ending. It's going on. So it is never ending. அந்த places வந்து இவ்வளவுதான் அப்படினு சொல்ல முடியாது. So it is going on. That is margin fades means it's never ending. It's continuing. It's going on forever and forever when I move. So he's moving. It's not ending. It's going on. The unexplored thing, untravelled world is too long for him. How dull it is to pass, to make an end. So it is very dull. He feel very dull to stay still. So he don't want to stop. To the rust unburnished, not to shine in use. It means if the unused material, if you not use the material, what will happen? It will become rust. அதாவது துரு பிடிச்சிடும் யூஸ் பண்ணாமல் இருந்தோம்னா அந்த மெட்டல். அதே மாதிரி தான் he is comparing the life of the man with the metals. Not to shine in use. If you not use, what will happen? It won't shine. When we use, it will become shine. And as though to breathe where life piled on life. So he don't want to stop anything. He have to travel. He have to seek adventurous. He have to continue his adventurous throughout his life. A life piled on life, where all too little of one to me, little remain. But every hour is saved for the eternal silence. Something more, a bringer of new things, a veil it wear. So his life piled on life. It means the life is going on multiplying. The lifetime is going on increasing. That is where all too little for him. If the life pile on life, வாழ்க்கை தொடர்ந்துட்டே போனாலும் for him it is very little. For him it is very little. And one to me little remain. For him the life is remaining only little, because he become aged. Here he had mentioned that he had become aged. But every hour is saved. So he is saving each and every hour of his life, and he is doing some useful thing. From the eternal silence means its end, death. It represents the death. Sometimes more, a bringer a new thing, a veil its wear. So sometime in his life he is bringing more new things. Newer means bringing a newer things means he is bringing more. He have to do many new things in his life. So for some 3 suns to store and heart myself, and this grey spirit yawning in desire to follow the knowledge like a sinking star beyond the utmost bond of the human thought. So for some 3 suns means here not the sun which we are seeing on the sky. Suns here means years. So moon means month. So for some 3 suns, it means for some 3 years to store and heart myself. So here he want to do something, and the grey spirit yawning, grey, G-R-A-Y, grey spirit, it means it represents his old age. So in the old spirit is yawning in desire. It's a longing for the desire. They have a desire, ஆசை அவர் மனசில் இருக்குது. To follow the knowledge like a sinking star. How they have to find out the knowledge, how they have have to seek the knowledge like a singing star. Singing star means if the star sing, if the sun sings, we can't able to find, it won't wait for anybody, simply it will sing when the times comes. அப்படிதானே sun சூரியன் மறைய போதுனா என்னது, it will definitely go, it won't wait for anything. So likewise, if when we see, definitely we have to follow that. So he is telling that we have, if you want to seek the knowledge, we have to seek this knowledge as a singing star. So beyond the utmost bond of the human thought, it won't beyond the human thought, நம்மளோட எண்ணங்களுக்கு அப்பாற்பட்டு. So we have to seek the knowledge, we don't want to wait, we won't want to lazy. So he is very much adventurous in he was very much thirst in seeking adventurous throughout his life. So let me read this first from the first. I in little profit that an idle king by this still hath among those barren craves, matched with his old wife I meet and dole, unequal loss unto the savage race. I that hath and sleep and fed and not know not me. I cannot rest for the travel, I will drink life to the lees. All the time I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone on shore, and when thrown studding rift the rainy hathets, vex the dim sea. I am become a name for always roaming with a hungry heart. Much have I seen and I know the cities of the men, and the manner, climate, council, government, myself not less, but honoured of them all. I drank the delight of the battle with my peer, for on the ringing plain of the windy Troy, I am the part of all that I have met. Yet all the experience is an arching wherethrough glim that untravelled world whose margin fades forever, forever. When I move, how dull is to pass, to make an end, to wrestle unbrushed, not to shine in the sky, use as though to breathe where the life piled on life, were all too little, and of one to me little remain, but every hour is saved from the eternal silence, something more, a bringer of new things, a veil it too. For some 3 suns to store and haunt myself, and this grey spirit yawning in desire to follow the knowledge like a sinking stars beyond the utmost bond of the human thought. So in the first part he had described about the thirst of his adventurers. See how much adventurous he have in his life to seek knowledge, to know, to explore the unknown lands. So in the first part they had described about. Then we will go to the second part of the poem. This is my son, my own Telemachus, to whom I leave the spirit and the Ily, well loved of mean, disconcerned to fulfill his labour by slow procurement, to make a mild, a rugged people through the soft degree, subdue them to useful and the good, most blameless is he, centre in the sphere, to common duties, decent not to fail, in the office of the tenderness and the pay, meet adoration to my household gods when I am gone. He works his works and I mine. So here he is introducing his son Telemachus, and this is my son, my own Telemachus. So he is introducing his son Telemachus as his own son, to whom I leave the spectre. Spectre means it's a rod. We will show no Chengol. The king they possess on rod. No, that is a spectre. So he is I leave the spectre and the Ily, he is giving the power to his son. Well loved of me, how he is loving, he was very much loved by his father, who is Telemachus. The king Ulysses had loved his son very much. And how he is discoursing to fulfill his labour by slow procurement to make a mild. So he is discoursing, it means he is good in decision making, you know how to judge the people. So that is called discoursing, to fulfill his labored means he is very hard work by slow procurement to make mild. So he is very patient, he have patience in him. Patience means porumai, he have a patience to make mild rugged people. So rugged people, the savage race is uncivilized, the rugged people is also, again he is mentioned, the peoples are uncivilized. So he will make the people to become proper, mild. He will deal the people in a very soft manner. And through soft degree, how he will soft degree means gradually he will change the behavior of the people. The father have a hope on the Telemachus. How he is good in the decision making, he is very soft to the people, as well as he is very patient, and he is also a hard worker. Subdue them to the useful and the good. So he can rule, subdue here, not depression, subdue means he can make the people to be useful and the good, with all the quality, the good judgment he can make. He is very patient, he is very hard work, and he can slowly make the people to make use of him. So he can make the people to be useful as well as the good by his nature. Most blameless is he, no one can blame him. So he is very good. Center in the sphere, he is a center man. He won't give judgment without going through the full problem. On the common duties doesn't not to fail. So he has some duty as a king, he may have some duty, so he won't fail to do his duty in the office of the tenderness and pay. So he will perfect in his office official work, as well as meet adoration to my household gods. So meet adoration, here meet means not seeing, meet means they are doing, adoration means they are praying to God. The way of praying, he will pray to God, it means he will take care of the work which he is supposed to do in the office, it means the country, as well as he will take care of the work which he is supposed to do in the house also. When I am gone, so after, it means after the death of the Ulysses, he have a confidence on his son Telemachus, he will rule the country in a good way. He works his works and I mine. So he is perfect in his work, and Ulysses is doing his work. I mine means he is doing his work. That lies a port, the vessel puff her sail. It means there is a port, in the port there is a vessel, means the ship is waiting. Puff means simply it is blowing, it means that is blowing. So it is the vessel means the ship is waiting for the sail. There gloom the dark, the broad sea, my mariners' souls that have toiled and the rod, and thought with me that even with the frolic welcome took the thunder, the sunshine and the oppose. So he is showing the boat that the ship is waiting for him. How the climate it is a gloomy means it is a dark, and the broad sea, the sea is very broad. My mariner means the person, those who are traveling with the Ulysses, whom they are calling as a mariner. The soul that of the toiled, how their soul is, their soul had worked hard, toiled means they are hard working soul they have, and the troughed means they will change themselves according to the needs of the situation. So that is a troughed. And thought with me, they have the same thoughts like Ulysses, and that ever in the frolic welcome took. So frolic, it means they are welcoming very happily, glad welcome. Now how it is a thunder, the sunshine and oppose. When there is a bad situation, when they enjoy sunshine, when the people oppose, so all the, whenever the situation, whatever situation may be, they will overcome. Opposed means they will overcome everything and they have a safe journey. Free hearts and free forehead, you and I are old. Old age hath at his honor and his toil, death closes all. But sometimes ere the end, some work of noble note may be done. So free, how their heart is. First they had said they have very hard working and they can change their mind according to the situation. They have the same thought and they are very glad. And how their heart is very happy. Free hearts, they are very happy. And free foreheads means they have a confidence. And you and I are old. You and I means the person, the Ulysses and the person, those who are sitting in front of him. So you and I are old. The both are old. Old age hath at his honor and his toil. Even they achieve their old age, even they are respectable and they have the toil means hard work. Death closes all. They are because of the age, the death is very close to them. But sometimes here to end. So before the death, they have to do something. Some work of the noble note may yet be done. So some work of the noble note, it means they have to do some remarkable work, rememberable work, useful work they have to do before they are going to face the end. So they have to do something. not unbecoming men that strove with God. The light began to twinkle from the rock. The long day wane and the slow moon climbs. The deep mourned round with many voices. Come, my friend, it's not too late to seek the newer world. So, not unbecoming. Unbecoming means not unbecoming means it have a meaning of becoming. Becoming men, if you want to become the men that stroke with God, we have to struggle with God. The light begin to twinkle from the rock. So, it represents the night time. Long day wanes means WANES, wanes means end. The long day end. The slow moon climbs. Now, the moon arrives from the sky. It means it's becoming dark. The deep mourn means the sadness, round with their many voices. They are very sad. Now he is telling, come my friend, it's not it means it's not too late to seek a new world. Don't think it is a late, because they are all aged. The person, those who are going to seek the adventurous, they are too aged. So he is telling that we no need to worry about, because they are aged. The dead is also very close to them, so they don't need to worry, because it is not late to seek the newer world. It is not a late time for them. Push off, sitting well in order, Smith, and rounding burrows, or my purpose hold, to sail beyond the sunset and the bath of all the western stars until I date. It may be that gulf will wash up down. It may be we shall touch the happy isles and see the great archers whom we know. So now he is making the people to move. Push off and sitting well in order to Smith. It means we want to strictly, we have to sit in the proper place. Push off means the ship is going to get into the water. So the surrounding furrows. So there is a furrows means wave furrows. So the path which is meant by the ship in the water, that is furrows. So all my purpose hold. What are the he had to do in his life? The purpose of traveling the unknown, exploring the unknown land, to sail beyond the sunset. He want to sail beyond the sunset. Suryan marayudukku munnadi. And another one meaning is there. He have to travel before the death. And the bath means outer sea. So he have to go reach the destination before the dark. And of the western stars until I die. So he have to go beyond the seas as well as the western stars. He have to travel until I die. How long he want to travel? Till his death he have to travel. It must be the gulf with wash us down. So even with the gulf they may die. Wash out down means they may die. And it may be we shall touch the happy isles. So ULYSSES is a happy ULYSSES is a place which is situated in the Atlantic Ocean. It is an island, we call that, it is called as a heaven. The great heroes of the Greek people, they will go there after the battle and they will enjoy there. And even the dead people, those who are died in the battle, their soul may rest there, because it is a peace place. It is considered to be the heaven. So to see the great archers whom we know. So the archers is he is the greatest Greek warrior. So if they die, if they reach the place of happy ULYSSES, there they will go and meet the great hero, the archers. Though much is taken, much abates, and though we are not now the strength which we are in the old days, moved earth and the heaven, that which we are, and we are one equal temper of heroic heart, made weak by time and the fate, by strong in will to seek, to find, not to yield. So he is telling, now they are not that much strength, they are not that much, they don't have that much strength as they have in the olden days. In the olden days, easily they can move the earth and heaven. This all the words here Arthur used as a imaginary words. It shows, it makes them, we has to understand how much strength they have. So they can easily, they can move the earth and the heaven, and which we are when they are very young, they have that much strength to move the earth as well as the heaven. But we are one equal temper of the heroic heart. Now also they have a same temper, they have a same thought, they have a same will, they have the temper, they have energy, they have in their heart, but physically they are very weak. Made weak by time and the fate, by strong in his will. The time made them weak, the age made them weak, in their physically they are weak, but they have a strong will. to strive, they are ready to struggle, to seek, they search, find also, search also, not to yield. So they are ready to do, they are ready to seek, adventurous. So this, we will read the second and the third stanza, third part. This is my son, my own Telemachus, to whom I leave the script and the eyeless, well out to me disconting to fulfill, this labored by slow peculum to make mild, the rugged people, and through soft degrees subdue them to the useful and the good. Most blameless is he, centered in the sphere of common duties, decent not to fail. In office of tenderness and pay, meet adoration to my household God when I am gone. He works his works and I mine. That lies a port, the vessel puffs her sail, there gloom the dark broad seas. My mariners, soul that have toiled and wrought and thought with me, that ever with frolic welcome took the thunder, the sunshine, and opposed. Free heart, free forehead, you and I are the old. Old age hath at his honour and his toil, death closes all. But sometimes ere the end, some work is noble note not meant to be done. Not unbelieving men that strove with God, the light begin with to twinkle from the rock, a long day's veins, the slow moon's climbs. The deep moans round with many voices. Come, my friend, it's not too late to seek the newer world. Push off, sit well in order to smith the surrounding furrows, for my purpose hold to sail beyond the sunset and the baths. Of all the western stars until I die, it may be the gulf will wash out down, it may be shall touch the happy ULYSSES and see the great Orchils whom we know. Through much is taken, much abides, and though we are not now the strength which in the old days moved earth and heaven, that will be that which we are, and we are. One equal temper of the heroic heart made weak by time and the fate, but strong in will, to sue, to seek, to find, and not to yield. Thank you, my dear students. It's a very big poem. You go through it once or twice, then only you can understand. For your better understanding, keep on reading the poems. Thank you, my dear students. Please fill the page number 130 and 131. The one words are there. You just read the poem and fill in the blanks which is given in your text. Thank you.